My father would say that our journey as Māori will not be over until perhaps that waka that you see floating on the sea is then pointed towards the heavens. In the 1980s, Māori were trying to make manifest their destiny as modern people, as people who had come so many hundreds of years from their past. And in the 1980s, there was a very strong push towards the creation of opportunities for Māori in government, in commerce, in bureaucracy, in the arts and culture. And Whale Rider was part of that manifestation in that we were creating myths for the future, because Whale Rider is very much a myth. It's based on an old myth. It recreates that myth in the guise of a young girl who rides a whale. And the whale is the symbol of Māori culture. And if you saw the film, at the very end of the film, she is the one in the canoe, or the waka, who is giving instructions to the other people in the waka, and they are headed towards the horizon. So in the 1980s, and around about that time, we were hoping to open the horizon. So in terms of the potential that came out of the 1980s, well, we can see that there has been this huge flowering of negotiation over land. Māori are now beginning to obtain their land back through legal means rather than through protest, by using the Treaty of Waitangi legislation, and they are also creating opportunities for themselves within academia, within commerce, by way of the treaty settlements money that has come. So we are basically becoming people who can very well negotiate ourselves into modern society. And of course here in Europe there are a number of Māori who are working here. There are many Māori who are working in the United States. So we are always an outward moving and positive people. My daughters have subsequently married European boys, or Pākehā boys, and so their children are now both Māori and European. And there are some population experts who say that within 2 generations there will be very few people who will not have Māori ancestry in New Zealand. So what we're doing is that we are preparing for a new kind of peoples who share both Māori ancestry and therefore can obtain from the repositories of knowledge of Māori. And then on the other side, people like my young grandson James, whose repository of knowledge is from European culture, and hopefully they will both balance. But the most important one for young James will be the Māori ancestry, because he is of New Zealand. He's not of Europe. It is important for him to know that once upon a time, through whakapapa or genealogy, he can link all the way back to Earth and Sky, to Ranginui and Papatūānuku, the first parents, who were the ones that we came from.